Hello and welcome. Welcome once again to this video. In this particular video, we're going to look once again at the sum and difference of two squares. I do have an example on this worksheet to illustrate the sum and difference of two squares. In the previous video, we had such an example, but it had a plus, but in this case now we do have a slight difference. We're going to deal with a negative. So sum and difference of two cubes, we need to have this formula in mind. First, we're going to have two brackets, but let me write the first bracket first. Now, in the first bracket, I'm going to write the first term plus the last term. So this is the first term, which is x plus the last term, and then in the second bracket I'm going to have the first term squared plus first term times last term plus last term squared. But for easier understanding, I would like to express it like this for the sake of you guys out there, so that you may understand better. I'm going to write my y squared here, as in this is x, y, so x squared, y squared. And then I'll finish up with the last term. The last term here is always this times this, which is x, y. We need to take note of something. There's a sign change here. When we have a positive, we are going to have a negative here. But this sign here is always a plus. In all scenarios, whether we're dealing with a plus or whether we're dealing with a negative. Okay, so with the first term squared plus first term squared minus first term times last term plus last term squared. Let's have a quick example to explain this. I do have x cubed minus 8. So I'm going to initially have to express this x cubed as x cubed minus 2 to the power of 3. I've changed my 8 into a 2, so that this will be our x and this will take the place of the y. Now, since we need to express in this manner, our x will be, and my y will be a 2. Allow me to correct this one here before we go any further. Allow me to correct this. Maybe some of you have taken note of it as I was going on, but obviously I was overwhelmed in explaining. So this here takes the same sign as the original bracket. So pardon me for that. This is all a negative. Sorry for that mess up. Let's say x minus 1. That's much better. So with that fixed, let's continue. So our last bracket, we're going to have x squared and our y squared. Our y squared is this 2. 2 squared is 4. But let's bear in mind that is always going to be a positive. And now the middle value is going to be x times 2, which is 2x. But our sign has to be different from this sign that we have. We're going to have a sign change here. So it's going to be a plus. So this is also quite clear. Let me rewrite it as x minus 2 x squared plus 2x plus 4. That's all about it. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Enjoy.